pretty big. It's a fairly large bed because each one of these are 30 inches, so that's 60 inches wide and about 5 feet 8 long. I decided that instead of going to an upholsterer and having these cushions made, that I would give it a go and see if I could actually make these cushions. I've not sewn any material much before, but Rosina had a sewing machine, so I thought maybe I should just give it a try and make my own cushions for the van. So I bought a foam mattress off Amazon and cut it to size, and then picked up the fabric. So let's head over to the fabric store and I'll show you fabric that I purchased to make these cushions. Looking around, there's lots of upholstery fabric in the fabric store. This one looked pretty good. So I picked up enough material to make the cushions and headed home. So if you grab your cell phone and look up fabric calculator by Sailrite, you'll find that they've got an excellent website that has a video to tell you exactly how to make box cushions, and also a calculator that is used to give you the dimensions that you would be cutting the material in order to match the foam cushion that you size of the foam cushion that you've got. So here we are in the website, and you go down to the box cushion calculator, and that pulls up the calculator that you can use to get those fabric dimensions. Now, when I entered my width, I put in 29.5, and my length, I put in 69.5, and for the thickness, I entered 5.5. That's because I know that its fabric is half an inch smaller than your actual foam mattress. So you take half an inch off the size of the mattress, put that in as your fabric size, and do a length calculation to put the zipper at the back, and it comes up with all the dimensions you need to cut your fabric. Now this particular cushion is a 30-inch wide by 70-inch long cushion. So I cut the fabric to a width of 70.14 and a length of 75.45. Also gives you the dimensions to cut the corner notches and the center notch of the fabric in order to form the box cushion. And if you take a look, it says cut the foam 30 inches by 70 inches. So that's what I have my foam cut at, 30 inch by 70 inches. And it also tells you where the zipper is located. And a convenient little drawing that shows the red line is where the zipper is going to be along the back. your corner notch and your center notch locations and their sizes. So it's pretty straightforward to come up with the dimensions that you need to cut your fabric to, and then it's just a matter of cutting the fabric out and sewing it together. So here I am marking the length of the fabric. So I can see the fabric pattern it's woven, so I can just follow that woven thread right across the width of the fabric. That makes it pretty easy to get the fabric squared up when you cut it. Got a nice rotary cutting wheel and a mat to put underneath so I don't slice into my dining room table. I actually used a carpenter square to guide that cutter. Worked pretty good. So once I got the fabric cut, it's just a matter of following the Sailrite video on how to sew that fabric up in order to make the box cushion. I'm actually sewing one of the box cushion corners here on my sewing machine, and just kind of run it through, do a little bit of back stitching to secure it, and there it is. Here's doing the zipper end. Again, doing the corner, folding it up as per the video instruction how to do. And this is not necessarily easy, but doable. You run through, and then to reinforce that zipper location, you just get a piece of your material, cut off a square, and it shows you in the video how to do this. And then now you're going to sew through all that material, and that's pretty much it. Again, I'm doing the other end of that zipper. Gotta make sure you have your folds going in the right direction to match the other corner. Again, the Sailrite video tells you how to do all this. And I run it through, put in my little support piece, and finish off that corner. Trimming off the threads and cutting off the zipper end finishes up the sewing of this cushion cover. And here's the final look of the cushion cover. So now it's time to cut the foam. Use a carpenter square as a guide and a serrated kitchen knife. Don't cut all the way through, sort of maybe halfway or 2/3 the way through. Flip it over and cut through from the other side, so to complete the cut. Try to keep that knife as vertical as possible to get the cut looking pretty good. There we are, making that first cut through the foam, following the carpenter square and cutting up through to the end. So there we have it, the foam cut to size. And now it's time to put the foam into the cushion cover. The cushion cover is made about 1/2 inch smaller than the foam, so getting it in takes a little bit of time and a certain amount of patience to work that foam into the cushion cover. But it eventually slowly gets in, tucking the corners in so it makes it look pretty good, and it's pretty tight. So then doing up the zipper at the back finishes it off. And there we have it. Cushion cover on the foam, and looks pretty good. Here's my finished cushions for the van. This bed works is I have the pull-out sections for the lower bed that pull out, lock into position, and also the one on this side too. These lower bed cushions will be used on these pull-out shelves. And in order to help better secure these cushions to the pull-out bed, I've made up some straps that I'll use on both ends.